Hello everyone, Warhammer here, and welcome back to the Numas campaign for Mortal Empires. Now in the last episode we started to build some of the Great Pyramids in our home province, in particular down here in the Shifting Sands. There's now been a pyramid built in both Bagar, over here to the west side of the province, and at Kasabar over to the east. Although, technically I guess, since we're playing as the Tomb Kings, there's not so much building them as it is rebuilding them, since you have to remember they are probably a bunch of ruins at this point, and we're just putting them back to their former glory, you know? So we're doing that at the moment, that's the big thing, with our first one being built in 6 turns. And then we've also started our war against the Followers of Nagash officially, in the sense that we've taken Martek, and we're going to start pushing down towards the Eye of the Panther. And down here at the Jaluka Races, our new king, King Selek, has actually proven himself as a efficient and very effective commander, in that he was able to defeat Arkan the Black in an Altar Resolve with not taking too many casualties. So he's now got that very useful trait that's going to come in handy when we deal with the Silver Throne to the east. But that's a long way away. For now, we're going to finish off our conquest of the Followers of Nagash. So, we need to start making our way through the mountain pass. So we're going to go over here to King Simides first of all. And you don't need any need for that. So what I'm going to do, in fact, let me check Tutankhanut. You can only move to here. That's with you force marching. I don't want these going too far ahead of one another and leaving one another exposed. Not that I'm worried about us not being able to take on their army here, but better safe than sorry, you know? So we'll allow you to do that. And I'm going to have Simides try and push forward. Remind me, what's the thing for ambushing? Okay, we can't see it just yet. Pop out a minute. 25%. Just in case, you never know, they may feel tempted to try and come out and attack Tutankhanut. So if we do this, you never know, it could come in handy. Now, you've got that happening there. Antok, you can now be upgraded, but I'm going to save the money for now. What I will do, actually, is pop that up, just so we can make a little bit more cash. We're actually making a fair bit of money at the moment. I'm really happy with that result. Now, is there anything else we need to spend money on? I would like this to be upgraded to level 4 pretty soon, especially so we can build our own pyramid, the Pyramid of Tutankhanut. Unfortunately, it's going to take a couple of turns before we do that. And since we're not really building much else here, in fact, we may be getting rid of one of these buildings at Qatar, because we've got another Great Pyramid to be building. So what I'm going to do is switch this over to extra growth for a moment. And then let's have a look, see what else. Sudenburg, you don't really need cheapest buildings yet. You're only going to get 1 building slot unlocked. And you're not making me that much money in taxes. So I'll tell you what, let's make... Public order is pretty good. Let's just continue increasing your growth. Great Desert of Araby. You guys do have an issue with public order, don't you? Well, what I'm actually going to do is switch this over to public order for the moment. This way in the next turn we can actually increase the settlements here at the Black Tower of Arkan. So we'll save some money for that. Jaluka Oasis, we can actually get the Oasis now, can't we? Yes, let's do that. Extra bit of income, always appreciated. Markan is the Iron Bars, so we're going to be getting that when we can actually upgrade in 5 turns. Hopefully we can do it much faster, but you never know. Otherwise though, I think that's really everything. We got a new Leech Priest making his way over here. Eventually he's going to join up with King Selek, but for the moment he's going to be working on the campaign map. Hopefully just to boost up his skills a little bit before we get him into joining up with an army. And likewise we've got Ramatep the Visionary. Now is there anything we can get you to do? Well, we've got a bit of cash. Block the army? Okay. What about... Okay, that works. Alright. Can we reach it this turn now? Success. Good job, mate. Alright, so we may have you do something else next turn then. But there we go, we'll end the turn. Now it gives me an opportunity to just bring up something that was mentioned a few episodes ago, which I thought would be a really good idea, but I had a look into it earlier today, and unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off. Now, some of you may remember I mentioned a couple episodes ago that a comment said about going after Satoza. Hello. That's quick order resolve. There we go, that was extremely good. We're going to go Endless March, get lots more money, and get the extra campaign movements. There we go, that came in handy. But yeah, you may remember there was a plan about going in the future to capture Sartosa. Because you can get that landmark building in the Peg Pawn Shop or something like that, which gives you access to a couple of sort of items when it comes to trade resources. So it wasn't much. It was maybe like 5 exotic beasts and things like that, but it was a few of them. And playing as the Tomb Kings, where we need those trade resources to make items, the mortuary cult, would have been extremely useful for us to have. But I did have a look on the Warhammer 2 wiki earlier today, and it seems that I might not be able to build it. If you are human, it seems, or one of the vampire counts or vampire coasts, you can, but I don't think we can as the Tomb Kings. But it's not going to stop me from having a look to see if we can, but apparently we may not be able to. So we may conquer up there anyway, just because it is a good big build, big settlement with up to 10 building slots if we can get them all, and it's quite defensible. So we may do it as part of our conquest to the north. But I'm not going to be holding my breath about the landmark building, unfortunately. Now, speaking of buildings, though, we've now got a Charnel Valley Necrotect. The man who designed the Tomb King's elaborate crypts and vaults was just far too skilled to be allowed to rest in his own. So now we've got extra 15% discount for infrastructure buildings in the local province. Now, it might not be too useful for some of the characters. Oh, what's this? Carried a successful assassination attempt against someone up here? Oh, this guy here, right.
There is no other
let me have a look. What my chances would be if I tried to do this? 32. What about with you, Intess? 35. What about Ramatep? He's been doing quite well down here. Where did he go? Ramatep? Oh no, he was up here, wasn't he? Right. Remember though, he's got this, so he's got to add 50% to this, essentially. Okay, apparently he's got no chance. He's got a... Actually, if I'm working this out right, he's actually got a 34% chance of failing, so he's got a pretty decent chance of doing the job. So I'll tell you what, make your way up towards here. I think will be the better thing for you to do, and then we can focus on going on after him next turn. Right, Sumides in the meantime. Who do we want to lead this? Right. In that case, you can come down here and attack these. And then we'll bring Tutankhanut in as reinforcements. Okay. Wait a second. Right, let's bring you down here now. So we couldn't quite reach the settlement ourselves, but we can bring in reinforcements like this. So let's have a quick look. Ugh. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it might be cool to try go after this for the Stalkers, the Shapti and that. But on the other hand, it's going to be a pretty easy fight with 2 full armies against what they've got. So, again, auto resolve. Casualties quite agree with me on this. That's fine though, we'll take it, I guess. Occupy. Who got this? King Sumides, +2 leadership when attacking, plus 10% aura size. Cool. Ramateb has now got the infrastructure building, so it has Princess Shaka the Ever Wounded. Wow. We're getting a few of those guys, aren't we? Actually, we can lay siege to Vulture Mountain. Let's have a quick look. Can we attack it? Because we do have the Screaming Skull Catapult, don't forget.
Fire on them.
Ooh. To be honest, again, I'm going to auto-resolve this just because... What? We've got a traitor. We've got someone who's tried to steal the identity of Tutankhanut. How dare you? Right. You force prince. Oh,
Arise, my legion.
I die.
Rise.
Again, another close victory, but I'm not too fussed about it. That was going to be too easy a battle, I think, for me to try and fight it myself. But there we go, we've managed to, in one turn, or 2 turns now, actually conquer the entire mountain range. The Atala Mountains in our mine. Now, what do we want to do about this, though? Gems? Do we have gems as a trade resource? I honestly can't remember. Let me just check my provinces quick. I'm pretty sure we do. Shifting Sands? No. You had Pastures, Oasis? Nope. 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 Huh. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. No, it's a Cinnabar Pit. Okay, so we might want to go for gems instead of the building here. Yeah, let's demolish that. I mean, having more Nehekan warriors would be quite nice, but I'm in no major rush for them right now. So instead, let's pop to here, and... Oh yeah, wait one second, because this is a mountain range. What is my issues? Minus 30%, plus 30% construction costs. Settlement buildings take longer, and we're going to lose some buildings. Okay. In that case, we want to make sure we get this up to make it cheaper. But I can afford to go for a Charnel Plaza right away. Remember, we got all those different discounts for this side of the building tree stacking up at the moment, so it's going to be very, very cheap. There I go.
What?
Alright, Simidas, you can stay here, and then these guys can all start marching their way over towards here to go after the Wizard Cleef's Palace. Got La Sheik, and I believe over here is the Sorcerer's Isle. Well, we can't see it, but yes, it should be over there. So far, so good. Let's upgrade this. Alright, and then Ramatep, you're going to go after him next turn, aren't you? You might as well just continue making all your way up there towards him. There we go. Alright, skill points. Simidas, let's give you... Balmed Elixir. Still like to get my hands on a zombie dragon, eventually. I mean, it was mentioned in the comments of the last video, like, oh my god, he can get a zombie dragon. Yeah, this is thanks to a mod that I've got in the mod collection, which allows me to... It was mainly because it was supposed to make the... Well, if I pop onto here, where is it? Dynasties. It's supposed to make these guys, the characters you get up here, much more unique. Because remember, these are supposed to be very famous kings, right? And because of that, apparently they're not that useful by themselves. They're just not much different than a typical Tomb King. So the mod is supposed to introduce these to be with their own unique items and unique skills. But it does make it so you can get zombie dragons as well, using the very old War Master Tabletop, which was basically an attempt by, well, Games Workshop to try and bring the epic game to Warhammer by having it, so instead of like fighting with a unit of say 20 spearmen in a unit, it would actually be a sort of platoon of like multiple stands of spearmen. So you may have like 6 stands of spearmen, which may represent maybe 200 or things like that, to make it a little bit more realistic in terms of the size of the units fighting. But yeah, you used to be able to get them with that, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Getting zombie dragons in is never a bad thing, in my opinion. I really like them, playing as the vampire counts. Anyway, Simidas, we still needed to sort you out, didn't I? I just came off you for some reason. Right, let's make you now finish off Conqueror. And let's give you Sun-Scorched Bones. Just to finish that. No, I'll tell you what, actually, let's be nice. Sun-Scorched Bones for you. And Master Charioteers as well. There we go. Alright, Intas. Ooh, we can get the Elixir of Immortality now. So this is the thing they, every character gets that makes it so they can't die. Then instead they just get wounded. But you seem to get this quite early on. I don't remember it being unlocked before, and it's only level 12 at the moment. Usually you have to wait till level 20 at least. We'll take it. Okay. And you know what? Because you were quite good at ambushing, I'm going to give you the Mortuary Cultists. I mean, what's this one? Causes terror. That's going to be handy later on. Alright, what else we got? Tutankhanut. Could give you one of these, but I'm gonna wait for the Golden War Sphinx, because I don't think we can't give you a zombie dragon. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? Alright, we could give you these, but I want to try and make you a little bit better, so that's gonna give for piercing shots. Make you a bit better. What's this? Strike of Tombs. Oh, this is his own little unique effect, so it gives you extra 25% missile and weapon damage. Ooh, definitely want to get that at some point. But we'll give you that for now. Alright. Oh, crap. I just realized I haven't actually started my timer. So this episode may go on a little bit longer. I'm going to assume that I've been talking for like 10-15 minutes. I'm going to go with 10, so we're going to have 20 minutes on top. It might make the episode a bit longer, but it's one of those things. Right. Ramatep. You've already got all of those. You can't get the Elixir of Immortality yet. You can get it next turn, though. That's cool. Let's give you Keeper of Law, though. And let's give you the ability to replenish troops a bit more. I think that will work out quite nicely. Princess Shaka, of course, the Ever-Wounded himself. Yeah, see, you can get these at level 20, so the Leech Priests get them actually a little bit earlier than usual. Devastating Charge, Blade... Let's make you... Blade Master. Jesus Christ, we've got all these characters to work on. Salek. Let's give you this, and let's give you that. Summon upgrade. We're going to save the money for now. Just so, because when level do we need to get the Black Tower? Oh, level 4. Still got a while to go. Okay. Alright. In that case, we'll just end the turn again. Yes, fucked him. Unfortunately, I haven't got any warriors to raise. Although I can imagine that, like, when you consider that some of the options they have for, like, wounding someone or attacking, assaulting units, you'd think it'd be quite difficult maybe for a Tomb Prince to be able to assault several units and kill off a few of them in one go. And it's certainly not going to be the type to just wander into a camp and declare, a duel and try and fight a bunch of them. So I can imagine for certain characters, like having a Leech Priest, may summon up, skeleton warriors in order to try and wound a enemy hero and things like that. Just to make it a little bit more sort of authentic in my mind. Nice cup of tea. Right. We're going to have to be declaring war on Vegan's Infantry once we're done with the followers, because these guys have expanded out a fair bit. Imagine the Knights of Wargo have still got their little island up to the top here, and unfortunately we can't see what is there yet. But once we've dealt with the undead here, having some of the fact that we cause fear, and even to a couple of my units, I believe, cause terror, is going to be extremely handy against these guys. And we are much, much more powerful than they are at the moment, it seems. In fact, you are so arrogant as a Battonian that you think I'm going to pay you for non-aggression. You got another thing coming, mate. There we go. There we go, we've conquered the Atalan Mountains. Time for us to march into the land of assassins. Welcome back, Ashaka. Goodbye, Ashaka. Right. Can you attack the Wizard Khalif's palace for me this turn? I think you might be able to.
Destroy all.
Okay, you can.
Will be mine.
Again, quite Pyrrhic victory. I would have thought it'd be much better than that. Oh. Now that is a nice amount of money.
Take it for me.
We're just going to occupy it. There we go. King Select, you've done extremely good so far. You've conquered 2 major settlements. And you defeated Ark the Black, don't forget. I think he deserves a rest for the moment, for him and his men. So you're going to go do that. You need to track down and kill that hero, who has now disappeared away from here. Oh no, there he is.
My great work.
Correct. Let's see, 47%. Did you do it? You did. Well done. We now got Canopic Jars time plus 20 and the Banner of Eternal Flame. Okay. Let's see what we can level you up now, Amethyst. Right. I mean, we could go for these, but we've actually got higher enough now that we can look at some of his other stuff. Now we've got the Inscription of Repair. That's actually quite handy. And that's if we can restore. That only works with constructs. Having us here get plus 10 armor and missile resistance to all constructs within 30 meters. That's quite nice. Plus 5 melee attack. Wow. We put him, obviously like he's an Equitect in that, but if we put him in an army with lots and lots of constructs, he's going to be a deadly addition to it. Master Artisan Sepulchre. You can summon a unit of Stalkers? Wow. Let's have a quick look at some of these. No, that's the one we've done. Ooh. What's this? In ancient Hekara, the finest artisans were commissioned to build grand burial tombs, and upon completion they were expected to commit ritual suicide. Ramatep was aghast to the fort. Oh, right, so yeah, this is basically taken from the wiki. So it actually makes it so... I like that. Because he's well known for tricking people like this, he would, or at least it came out eventually. I like the fact that it gives a -15 leadership for heroes, Necrotech heroes in the province. These are quite nice ones to try and get eventually. Like this one would be able to summon a Tomb Scorpion. Wow. Fact. One of these bottom ones though. Grants the Emerald Sentinels of Labaris follower to your faction. Underworld Deathwatch. Those are stalked beneath the sands. Knights of Saf's Temple. And a Bone Giant, the Skull Guardians. I have no idea what these are. I presume they give bonuses, like they give a follower, right? And obviously increase our unit capacity. So I'm wondering, does the follower match what the unit capacity is? So for example, here are the Skull Guardians. Does the Skull Guardians follower give you a bonus to your Bone Giants? You know what, let's go for this. I don't think we can get more than one of these, so we'll have to bear that in mind. Let's try out my Bone Giant here, the Skull Guardians. So we need to come onto here. Gives an available to bone units, assign units. Oh wow! So it counts as a banner that you can only give to Bone Giant units, but it makes them into the Skull Guardian, right? So then it just provides a bunch of bonuses. That's pretty cool. Okay, in that case, Tutankhanut. Alright, let's pop onto you a minute, good sir. And congratulations, you've now got the Skull Guardian that's going to be joining you next turn. And in honor of that, I think we're going to get rid of this and go with the Skull Guardian. I can't spell Guardian, it seems. There we go. There we go, the Skull Guardian. Fantastic addition. Right, now we just need to push through. So let's have you, Simides. Let's make your way over to Sorcerer's Island. So you can force march. Because the thing is, somewhere along the mountains here, there, we just saw a bit of attrition for here. Yeah, so it's a good thing we just force march straight through it. You can head up towards Last Sheik, Tutankhanut. And everyone will get there and do the fight in about 2-3 turns. And what we're going to do here. Another unit of Sepulchral Stalkers and Hekaran Horsemen. I can get on board with that. Alright, we've already got that built. Is there any landmarks? No. Okay, that's fine. Do I want more Ushapti here? Skeletal Garrison, maybe? We've certainly got the cash. Provides more units. What's the garrison like here anyway? It's got a tomb prints, but otherwise it's not the best. I'll tell you what actually, let's do it. There we go. Right, is there anything we want to give you now? Don't think we've got any options for any of these. Can't get the Casket of Souls. yet. Like I said, I would like to give it to one of them. Maybe give it to Sumides here instead of having the Carrion. In fact, you know what? Let's just do it. Congratulations, the Great Incarnation at Tahaf means we've now got ourselves a Casket of Souls. And I'm going to give it to King Sumides, because for a more faster running army like Tutankhanut, I'm not going to worry too much about it. So, let me see. Let's get rid of 1 unit of these. You can go. Goodbye. And 1 Casket of Souls. It's an expensive artillery piece, but it's one of my favourite units in the whole game. That's how much I like them. So, we'll give you that. Antok, yeah, we'll spend some money now just to level you up. Sumides, let's have a quick look. Let's give you points here. And then let's give you Reanimate, plus 16 leadership. Ushapti, Great Bows, Hero Titans, Sepulchral Stalkers. Oh yeah, we need to get that to Tutankhanut at some point, don't we? Let's give you that. Yeah. Who else? Select. What can we give you? Ancient Tyrants, Public Order, some Second Settlements. Now let's give you Indomitable Will. And I'm going to give you a Skeletal Steed, so you can stand out a little bit from everyone else. There we go. Alright, Prince Kagatev. Let's give you Heart of Hits. And Conqueror. Alright, and we can pick up a few things from here now. Let's have a look. We can eventually get these guys. Usirian's Legion of the Netherworld, Nehekaran Warriors. Who are inferior damage dealers. Wow. Definitely want those. We'll get those next time. They take 200 jars, okay. Otherwise, what else can we get? Double Crescent and Neru we'll be able to get eventually. Some good armor would be quite nice. Maybe getting Scorpion armor, which we need quite a few things for. Ugh, it's gonna take a while, isn't it? But next turn, I'm definitely going to get those Nehekaran Warriors. I just think they're quite cool. The fact they're inferior as well means they're going to be able to take a lot of damage. They tend to be better, from my experience, facing heroes and lords, which is kind of atypical, I guess. When you consider... My experience is that when you've got ethereal characters and units, they actually don't do as well against other units. Like small units, because, or, you know, big units, just because... While they may only take like 30% of damage, eventually that's a lot of units. 30% chipped up, you know, only 30% of it. But when you've got 100 spearmen attacking you, that's much more different when you consider each one of those spearmen might be doing, say, 10 damage, rather than a hero that's, you know, swinging away and might do 300 damage initially, but knocked down to 30 is only doing 90%, you know? But I could be wrong. Maybe I got my math wrong. I think everyone's got their own opinions. I mean, on the other hand, when you talk about it from that perspective, heroes and lords are usually the ones with magical weapons who can do full damage to ethereal troops. So, it's one of those things you have to be a little careful sometimes, but it can come in handy. Alright, trying to keep an eye out just what's going on up there with the other orc tribes. I did notice, well, in fact, we got this here. Greenskins are now confederated with the Black Venom, so... Grimgor is really doing a number up there to the north, isn't he? Welcome back, Ashaka. Right. Alan Grail Hunter. What brings you down here? If you're trying to go after my prizes, you got another thing coming, mate. Right, you're gonna king. You're gonna king? You're gonna come over here, Sumides. And you're gonna make your way up here to Tutankhanut. I think we'll be able to take that off you easily enough. Alright, that's okay. This can be upgraded. Let's do that. Let's do the mortuary cult while I remember to do so. Is there anything else? No. There we go. Ishirian's Legion of the Netherworld. Now, Sumides was the one who was actually trying to focus on getting the Nehekaran Warriors. So I think Did you have a few?
Land of
No, you didn't. I think he only had the 2 available to him. In that case, let's get rid of you. Regiments are renowned. And let's give that to them. There we go.
my will be done.
Right.
Where are my slaves?
I don't know, Ramatep. Alright, let's bring you around here towards Kofa. Just so we can have a look to see what's going on over there. In fact, let's cancel you doing this here a minute. Just because I'm thinking... In fact, let's try and help this out. Let's cancel that. Let's go for a Master Bar here. Eye of the Panther, we can now give gems. Yeah, Maltech is the one that's going to give us the more... Yeah, I'm going to do it like this. So that way then, we'll be able to get here then with the iron. And then next turn then we'll actually swap over into... Yeah, we'll do it that way. I think that will work out. In that case, let's not worry about cancelling that just yet. Okay, Fogdom, you can make your way over here. See if you can... Do we want you to try and attack these? Probably, maybe not rush to do that. Damage a building? We can have you do that, though. Come after the Potter's Hut. Not that you'll get there in time, but it gives you some aspiration in life, I guess. Alright, how are you mending up? A couple more turns, you'll be back up to fine strength. Okay. Just remind me 1 second. I'm trying to remember, is the growth affected by the fact that it's not good terrain? Or is that just me wondering why it was going to take 12 turns to get up to level 2? Population growth. I can't remember. But hey, so far, the campaign has gone quite well at this point. Meaning we've managed to eliminate our opposition pretty well by focusing our efforts on one faction at a time. We've taken a direction which means we've now been able to build up our power base by quite a bit, and by the time we get in a position to attack Khemri, we should be able to be, you know, at full strength. We'll have a couple of cool units. It'd be great if I can get my hands on something along the lines of like the Tomb Scorpions and that, but we're going to have to wait for the buildings to, settlements to upgrade even higher then. In fact, I may want to go back to Numas and just check to see how that's going, because there is also where I want to build my pyramid, of course, for Tutankhanut. But also, being a level 4 settlement, we'll be able to start looking to again things like the Tomb Scorpion building, as well as, well, do we have anything that's tier 5 yet? No, we don't, do we? Because getting our hands on War Sphinxes, Necro Sphinxes, Hero Titans, and so on, that would have been quite a nice little addition to have. What's this? Doing an excavation of one of our lord's tombs, a disaster occurred. The more we dig, the more sand poured into the breach, trapping our unfortunate workers inside. Hiccups. And we seal in the chamber. Is the loss of a few wretched labourers sufficient reason to dig elsewhere, or shall we persevere here and redouble our efforts? If we dig elsewhere, we get 2,500 gold, which is about not even a turn's gold at this point. Or we can go for Canopy Jars, which again is only like a settlement assault. Occupying one settlement will give me that much jars. To be honest, let's go and unearth the chamber. I'd rather get the jars at the moment, because that seems to be the more rarer resource than the money. Right. You come over here now, Simides, and take the Sorcerer's Islands. Yeah, that's going to be another easy order to resolve, I must say. See? 30 jars. Alright, picked up a charmed shield though. And we defeated Huck in the Black again. Oh, wow. And he's now bold, okay. Right. Oh, I was going in the wrong direction. Bugger. Oh, that means we may have to compete now with Son John Tilward here of the Knights of Origo. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I'll tell you what, you make your way up towards Kofa, and we're going to have Ramatep come and join you. In fact, Is there anything here? Try and wound him. It gives me more experience if we pull it off, which we did. Right. What other characters can we get? I would like to try and get my hands on this Ushapti one. Necropolis Knights we don't have yet. Master Builder... That come in handy? What's these ones? +1 Hero Titan, Necrosphinxes. Oh wow, those are going to be handy to get. He's just a really good counter. Like, I don't really want to put him in an army necessarily, I feel, yet. But having all these extra stuff to make it so we can have them extremely good, I'm definitely not making any complaints here. So, let's give those that stalk beneath the sands. Alright, Emerald Sentinels enables poison attacks and a 20% ward save. And this one allows Stalk and Unspottable. Ooh. Okay. Which one do I want to give that to? Like, Tutankhanut's going to get that one for the Stalkers beneath the sands. Those are Stalk beneath the sands, right? Let's give you a new name. There's that. How far much can we do? Beneath. Okay. Those are Stalk beneath. I think that could be a good name, in fact. There's a Stalk beneath. There we go. And then you guys... I know, I'll tell you what. Because Simidas has been our longest reigning king, apart from Tutankhanut himself, I think it's only fair he deserves this. So, well done, you get yourselves the Emerald Sentinels. They're Emerald Sentinels. Now, one thing is, of course, is that that's only just like a title sorts. Like, if we lose the unit, we can always give it to another one. So, not too fussed about that. In fact, do we want to get more Ushapti here? Or do we want to go wait around? I'll save you for the minutes. Like I said, I want to check back at Ash River first. Just see what's going on over here. Yeah, we've got like 11 turns left before we can upgrade this. That's a shame. How are we doing down here, though, with our pyramids? 2 more turns, 4 more turns. So next episode, these will be built. Okay, I can get behind that. That's not really that useful. Let's say... Do I want to upgrade the Plain of Tuskers? I suppose we need to at some point. But let's have a quick look. Anywhere else that needs to be upgraded? Not as of yet. Yeah, okay. I'll save the money for this turn. Right. Well, that has led to be quite a fun little episode. We've managed to really do a hefty blow against the followers in Nagash, to the point now that they've only got their last region, and Tutankhanut's going to be taken out next turn, assuming the Vegans' Inventory or the Knights of Origo don't try and get any funny ideas. But once we're done with them, then we're going to start facing some humans. We're going to go after Vegans' Inventory and get rid of these Batonian Crusaders from them and the Knights of Origo that do seem to actually have their little settlement up here to the top. So the plan will be now, so we'll push across here along the coast. We'll take on the Vegans' Inventory as well as the Knights of Origo and deal with them. And then we'll be in a position to just go after Khemri. I think we'll push down towards the Black Pyramid and Nagash first, take Khemri, and then we'll head up then into the southern Badlands. We're not going to send all the forces this way though, not initially I think. As we can get some more research done and unlock more armies that we can recruit, I like the idea of actually going into the mountains over here, the Southlands World Edge Mountains. Go after Clan Moors, eliminate them, and then we'll be able to push forward then to the very corner of the map over here. So we can go after like the Silver Throne, the Last Defenders if they're still around. Take the Golden Tower definitely, because that's going to give us a lot of money. So yeah, a few things in mind for the next episode, and in fact, let's just finish this one off completely by going after the Sheik.
Kill these wretches.
Goodbye.
For the free
And in fact, let's just give you these quickly. So you get that, and you of course get that.
my new city.
There we go. What a way to finish the episode, by defeating the followers of Nagash. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I know we didn't have much battles in today's episode, but I think I just wanted a slight break from fighting Tomb Kings. But next time we'll be facing humans, we'll be facing Bretonnians at that. And it's going to be interesting being on the other side of the battlefield, considering that my last Warhammer campaign was with Bretonnia. So it's going to be interesting facing my old faction. But that's all going to be happening in the next episode. So for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you join me next time. But until then, everyone, take care, and goodbye for now.